Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Back to throw now on first down. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Jacksonville, 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Inside handoff. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 26-yard line.
The throw complete to Dorsett. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Looking to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to... sure that they don't lose their focus.
Jared Wilson made the tackle. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. They'll roll him out right. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Wentz now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. Now Wentz again. And this is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. On play action, Wentz. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
The end of the 1st quarter with no score.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5 now. Wentz, and that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mo Alley-Cox there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. And those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
2nd and 11. Flushed out right. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 46 yards. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
9-yard gain on the play. It's now 4th down and 1.
On 4th down, here's the option. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
2nd and 8.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but now it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Play action. Now Wentz. He's got Jack Doyle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
The more and more that we broadcast games, the more I realize how much this game is about the eyes. And in this case, they got fooled because the defense was checking out the eyes of the back, thinking he was getting the ball. Should have been looking at the QB, shouldn't they?
A little bit of a surprise indeed, and he was able to get forward for that 1 yard. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Campbell making the catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Taylor. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Colts 14. Jaguars nothing.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jack Doyle, 84 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
23-yard line.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2nd and 1. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now left side on the swing pass. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Number 1. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll look to throw again. And able to find Dorsett. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
The 6-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Out to his left. He'll run it. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Colts Bucs pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yardage he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did in Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often in Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Agnew now to return. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
Their own 34-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Here's 2nd and 8. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there, a first down. Back now in Jacksonville. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Running back, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run the option. They throw it out right complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Let's go, come on!
A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
21, Jaguars 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
33-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
On the pickup there, it'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again with Taylor. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He could see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Colts add on to their lead. And his kick is good.
Colts 28, Jaguars 7. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Eluding the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. Phil Dorsett, 75 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. His kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. None of that. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Indianapolis, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.